all the details. You have to note down all the points.
Okay, but why this one particularly we have to, how it is going to be useful in the, see, as far as the, we have seen the definition. We have seen the definition. So,
all the details.
What is the definition? What is the definition?
So one thing, if the thing is streamlined or it is in sequence, we can get at a glance, we can know what is the problem that is there and what are the sequence which are there. And we have to see what is the most important factor that has to be considered.
Yeah. So one of the aspect is when we talk about this treatment. Now, for treatment, one of the very important thing to understand is the predisposing factors, because initially we will try to control the predisposing factors. Any counseling, what is it we will try to do it in the beginning? The first is the predisposing factors, whether it can be controlled or not controlled. If it is controlled means, if I can control means, I will try to control the predisposing factors in the initial. For example, I will give you one more example for this. Please mute your calls, team. Please mute your calls, team. One of the, I'll give you one more example for this. Actually, what happened? Actually, his age is 47. He is having his own car. So he used to take his son and daughter in the car. Okay, he used to take them outside. Once when he went, the car met with the accident. Luckily, nothing happened to all the three. But psychologically, he got affected. People, after the accident, someone closer to the child, the relations, they told that you actually, have you taken them to kill? Like that, someone has asked. Now, one is fear. Oh, I am endangering the life of my own children. So what happened was he stopped talking with the children. In his mind, he started thinking that, okay, if I do something, something may happen to my kids. My children will recollect the incident and the child will think that I am responsible for it. So the child started, he came to the conclusion that the children are hating him. The children are not loving him. The children doesn't want to go with him outside. So whenever he stopped going outside, the first one. The second aspect is he stopped meeting the children. As far as possible, you will be inside the home. You will lock the door and inside the home. Now here, he gets the fear. He gets the fear that I am responsible for the incident. Because of this, first he stopped taking the children outside. Then slowly he stopped going with the children outside itself. Then after some time, he stopped meeting the children itself, as far as possible. Now, gradually it has, so if you see these questions, mode of onset, course of illness, and progress of illness, duration of illness, and predisposing factors. The case which I told and the case which we are discussing completely different. So all these aspects differs. What may be the predisposing factors in the case which I told you just now? What may be the predisposing factors?
The blame he got
in the car, driving or being in the car.
When the person is when the person is in the company of loved ones, he thinks that he will endanger them and some problem will be there.
That is
Accident can take place.
that is the predisposing factor. What Deepak told is correct. That is a predisposing factor. When I'm with child, I will I may bring some danger to them, so that we stopped seeing the children. Now, suppose in this particular case, the case in which I told now, suppose if you are there as a psychologist, if you are a counselor, what is that we will do initially? First, we will try to control whether we will see whether we are able to control the predisposing factors. Now, he is not meeting the children. Okay, he gets he feels not comfortable. Okay, so exposure therapy. Now, exposure therapy, first showing them the photo. Okay, first showing them the photo. Then how you will proceed in that case? How you will proceed? Yes, Tim, how you will proceed? One is exposure therapy. Okay. The another one is, team, can anyone come on the video if possible? Sona is there and Vinod is there. Two people are there. If others can come on the video, it will be very nice. Okay. So the thing is, here, one is exposure therapy. The other one is asking him the talk therapy. In talk therapy, I will try to find out. I will be asking him a question. So it seems you are avoiding. Are you avoiding your children? It seems you are avoiding your children. Is it correct? Is it correct? Do you agree with this? Your wife feels that you are trying to just go away from the children. You are not mingling with the children as you used to mingle 5 months before. Is it true? So either he will give yes or no. You will give yes or no. No, sir, I am fine. Achha, okay. Now, you say you are fine. But even the children say that they miss you a lot. The children say that every day when they come out from the school, you used to hug them. You used to go along with them for playing cricket. Nowadays, you are not going. Is it true? Yeah, I'm not going to play cricket. So, may I know what is that making you avoid them by not playing them cricket? By not playing cricket with them. Sir, I think if I go to play with them, if something happens, I become responsible. So you feel that something will happen to them when you go along with them to play. Yes, sir. Is it an assumption or is it a fact? What is it you are having now? Is it your assumption or is it your fact? Is it fact? So this has already happened, sir, once. When it has happened? Sir, 5 months before, I took them in the car and it has met with accident. Was it the first time you took them in the car? No. How many times you have taken? Several times. Several times they were safe. Only once the car met with accident. Many times you drove the car nicely with complete, what you call, safety. Who was responsible for it? I was responsible. I only rode it. So 99 times you rode safely. One time the car met with the accident, but nothing happened to anyone. Nothing happened to you and nothing happened to the children. So 99 is a bigger number or 1 is a bigger number? Maybe fact and figures. Then slowly exposure therapy. Slowly exposure therapy. Now, the simple aspect is, here the predisposing factors we will try to reduce. The same thing we will be doing here also, in this case also. Then limiting factors. Limiting factors, when patient goes to open space, deep breathe, rub his hands and drink water. What are the limiting factors? Then what are the associated disturbances? Lack of sleep, restlessness and stress. See, the breathing problem and other aspects, it comes when he is exposed to the situation. When the associated disturbance at night, he is not able to sleep. And stress, why it's happening to me? Stress. Perpetuating factors, anxiety in psychological factors. What is perpetuating? See, actually, when we are discussing this, one of the any case history when we write, unless and until we are very good in all the psychological therapies, it is very difficult to write the case therapy. So, what is the Craftsman theory? Craftsman theory. What is Craftsman theory? What is Craftsman theory? Craftsman theory is, okay, it is actually from CBT. The situation creates a thinking. The thinking creates a emotion. The emotion creates a behavior. Now, it doesn't move in a linear scale or in a round scale. At some point of time, it will start happening that the thought will create the thinking, or the thinking will create the thought. Anything can happen anyway. It is not that only thinking will create the emotion. The emotion will create a behavior. It is crass. I will show you the picture. These are the aspects very important, because then only you will be able to write the case history. I'm showing the. So this is what Craftsman theory. See the Craftsman theory. This is Craftsman theory. Okay. The situation. The thought will create a behavior. Behavior will create bodily sensations. Bodily sensation will create emotions. This may happen, but when it starts happening, even behavior will create the emotion at some point of time, and emotion may create the thought. The thought may create the bodily sensation. The bodily sensation may create the behavior. Anything can trigger anything. This is what Craftsman theory. Now, if you look at this, one minute, I'm opening the. So here, if you see all these aspects, the limiting factors, associated disturbance, perpetual factors, all these aspects, to write it in the terminology, the correct terminology, we may require the help of the various therapies. Then in case history comes, past psychiatry or psychology, medical history. So here, as far as in this case, past psychiatry and medical history is nil. Then comes the treatment history. What is the treatment history? The treatment history, can anyone read?
Can I take some?
Yes, yes.
Patient is currently not taking any medication, but in the past, he had gone to many doctors to treat his physical symptoms, but nothing had helped him.
So the treatment history is patient is currently not taking any medications. Tablet is not taking. But in the past, he had gone to many doctors to treat his physical symptoms, but nothing had helped him. Now, treatment history, biological functioning. Yeah, please read.
Sleep. Client is not sleeping well from 2 weeks. Appetite is normal and energy is active.
Yeah, next.
Negative history. There is negative history of heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes.
Suppose if there is any physical conditions, yeah, this is actually negative medical history. Yeah. Then comes the family history. Yeah, please read.
Should I read it?
Family history. The client's mother is a principal and his father retired from his business as he is not keeping well. He has 2 elder brothers and they share a good bond. The client has a son who is pursuing his higher education from USA.
Team, others, please mute the call. Kindly mute the call. So, family history, when we take, depending on the case, whatever is important that we have to include it. For some of the aspects, even your heredity is required. Okay, you will have to ask whether in your family, whether such cases were there earlier, all those things. For some of the aspects. For some of the aspects, it may not be required in the immediate session. So, we should know when we take the family history, we should take all the relevant aspects which are required for this particular case. Yeah, please go ahead.
Birth and developmental history. Since both parents were working, he was alone after school hours. Behavior during childhood. The client stated that he had always been anxious growing up. He used to worry a lot during going to school and exams and would not be able to sleep and eat properly. He used to be an introvert child and had trouble talking with strangers. He described himself as a shy person. He didn't have many friends, but he shared close bonds with few people. Academic history. Client is a graduate. He didn't have much interest in studying. As a result, he joined his family business after UG. He liked playing cricket when he was in school.
When he was in school, not now. So, for example, academic history, I am writing. Team, please mute your calls. Suppose when I am writing, what is his current hobbies? He liked playing cricket, that is hobby in school. But now, whether he is playing or not. Because even now also he is playing means we will be able to get some more idea about his symptoms. Isn't it? Then sexual history, it is comfortable. Yeah. Yes. Please go ahead.
Premorbid personality. The client is introverted and anxious person. He is spiritual. He has difficulty bonding with people.
So that is what is premorbid personality? Can anyone tell? What is this? Premorbid personality.
Sir, premorbid personality
Before
is
the onset of the
before
problem, his
the illness
condition.
initiated.
Someone is answering. Please don't interrupt. Madam, please go ahead, ma'am.
Sir, premorbid personality is personality when before the initiation of the illness. Like out here, it is mentioned that before the illness, he was very much enjoyed. He enjoyed very much playing cricket. So that is his premorbid personality. Before the illness initiated, what was his personality before that?
Before.
And how it?
Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Then we will be coming to the mental status examination. See, as far as the mental status examination is concerned, you have some mini mental state examination. Okay. How many of you have the mental examination sheet, that PDF file? How many of you are having it? If you don't have, please put D in the group. How many of you have done it? How many of you know how to see? One is having the form, the other one is how to do it. See, this mini mental state examination, that is very, very crucial to any kind of counseling. Some of the counseling, see, when you get experienced, you should be able to, just by looking at the individual, the complete mental the state examination questionnaire that should run in your head, and you should be able to assess the individual. It is not that only when I have the paper I will be able to assess it. You as a psychologist, we should be able to assess even without the questionnaire. That comes only through practice. How we can practice it? How that we can practice it? What is the easy way to practice this mental mini mental state examination? This one, suppose I want to practice as I told you. When you look at the client, you should go and okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. The way in which he speaks, okay. The way he looks, way in which he looks is okay. The way in which he talks is okay. His hand movement, leg movement of the body, it is okay. And the various aspects, okay. If at all I want to practice, how that I can practice?
First taking the questionnaire by self, then with the friends.
What you can do is, suppose if at all you want to master this, now, if at all you want to master this, start today onwards. Whomsoever you are seeing, first select the first page. Now, actually, in this I have put it in 4 pages. In this one, I have put it in 4 pages. Take the first page. Okay. Whomsoever you may not try to identify. Okay, one sheet for 5 days. Then it will go to your long-term memory. Then choose the second sheet, 5 days. It will go to your long-term memory. The third sheet, 5 days. It will go to your long-term memory. Then the fourth sheet. Now, what will happen is, when you are meeting the client, the 4 sheets, it will just like a film, it will start showing in your mind, and you don't need the questionnaire. See, questionnaire, the printed questionnaire is very nice. The online version is also very nice, but we should also have the ability to do it even without the paper and computer. See, we should be in a position to do even without all these aspects. Resources will be available, resources may not be available. Whether resources are available or not, I should be able to do it. If it is a year, then we will be able to do it easily, isn't it? So, the mental state examination. Yeah, can anyone read? Please.
Shall I continue, sir?
Yeah.
Mental status examination. General appearance and behavior. Appearance is neatly dressed. The client has touch with the surrounding. Gait and gesture is normal. Rapport could be established and has a positive attitude towards examiner.
Now, the client has touch with the surroundings. Okay, how that we can come to this? Say, here, if the psychologist or psychiatrist or clinical psychologist, whoever, if they write the client has touch with the surroundings, okay, it means they give a clean sheet. They give a clean sheet that as far as the surrounding is concerned, he knows everything. He is in touch. How can we come to this conclusion? How? What are the different methods through which we can come to this conclusion? He is touch with his surroundings.
He looks active. He looks vigilant.
Yeah, then
He looks observant to the surroundings.
Communication.
okay, then
Is oriented the time, place, and date.
What are the questions which you can ask to check whether he is in touch with the environment?
So we can ask whether it was difficult to find the clinic, how far is your house, and how much time you took to reach.
Yeah.
With whom you came? With whom you
With
came?
whom you came.
You came.
What's the date?
Yes.
What's today's date?
Yeah, today's date. Very good. Today's days, month, year.
Month, year.
Yeah. Now, when you ask all these questions, we have to ask in such a way that he doesn't get a doubt. See, if you start asking this kind of questions, he should not come to the conclusion that, "Arey yaar, main kya puchta hai yaar ye?" Whether this guy is having some problem. He should not come into the conclusion that the opposite guy is having some problem. He should not go home and tell, "Arey, kiske paas leke gaya? Why? Where have you taken me?" That guy doesn't know the year, date, etc. And he was asking me. Isn't it? So these are the things we have to ask it in a very in a spontaneous way. First, I can ask. Okay, I would like to know something from you, just out of curiosity. Okay, rapid round. Do you know rapid round? Shall we have some rapid round? Rapid round, you know now? Yeah. We are in which year now? We are in which month? Yeah. Okay. So in between, we have to ask some question which he is not able to reply also. So that, see, all the information he may know or he may not know. What is the year? 2022. Do you know what is leap year? What is leap year? You may not know. Okay, then you can ask, okay, what is today's date? The one he is not able to answer. Then he will take 20 seconds. Then he will not take it seriously. That he is trying to ask this kind of questions. Because I have asked a question which he doesn't know also. So, giving even this mental state examination, that is a art. Mostly what happens in the hospitals, okay, the students would have come for this internship, okay, they would have come for this internship. They may have someone who is less experienced, okay, they will tell them, okay, you do the YM. Now, these people, they do not know the importance of this. They may be thinking that it is just putting the tick. Just putting the tick and just... Actually, this plays a very vital role in, in counseling. Or even in treatment process, it plays a very important role. Achha. Okay, then movement and behavior. Okay, the psychomotor movement is normal. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, please. Anyone care? Yeah.
Yes, speech. Speech is normal. The intensity, tone is normal, and productivity is also normal. The client's speech is coherent and goal-directed. Rate of speech is normal, and there is no pressure or poverty of speech is observed.
Okay. Now, what is this poverty of speech?
Loss of words.
Yeah, loss of words. Okay. So, speech is normal, the intensity, tone is normal, and productivity also normal. Productivity means the way in which he is talking. The client's speech is coherent. Now, can you people, one is coherent, what is opposite to coherent?
Disoriented.
Disoriented. Okay. So, can you people show me an example? How coherent speech will be, how the disorganized or incoherent speech will be. Can anyone give the example? Can you talk and show what is coherent, what is the opposite of? Can anyone come on the video and talk and show? Yeah, come here.
he is very clear about what he wants to speak. He has the clarity and the continuity. He can link up the sentences and the paragraphs, and there is logical reasoning between the paragraphs.
I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, I want you to talk and show. A coherent speech means this is coherent speech. Yeah.
Say, for example, I attended
Understandable.
this case history session 1 at 2 p.m. And then okay. So, no, I'm not able to get it. Sorry.
Yeah. So now this is incoherent.
Yeah.
What she did now, that is incoherent. Okay. We can call it incoherent or muddled. We can say muddled. Okay. Coherent means if you are able to talk spontaneously, that is coherent. Yeah. Now rate of speed. See, the rate of speed is. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? So, how is the day today? Yeah, today is very fine. Every day is very fine. How are you, yaar? I'm fine. How is today? Today it is good. Like yesterday also good. See, sometimes you can see this. People may stop at some point of time. Immediately it may not come. So the rate of speed between the words, even the sentence. Maybe with the words, it may be within the sentence. And mostly these all are the things when you are observing. Okay, when you are observing, you have to observe in your mother tongue, not in English. Suppose some client is coming and you are observing. Okay, not with English. Because even if somebody assesses me in English now, they will come to the conclusion that this guy is having some problem. Okay. You have to do it with your mother tongue. Then only we will be able to understand whether the rate of speech is correct. Okay. You are all not born and brought up in England. No? If we are born and brought up in England, we may have all these aspects. Clement will have. See, Clement, when he talks, his English is one of the beautiful English. Even that day I said, I would like to talk like Clement one day. He talks, his English is very beautiful. Okay. Yeah, then.
Mood effect. Subjectively, I am worried. Objectively, the client is concerned about his health. The depth and the intensity of the effect is normal. Mood is observed as congruent to the thought, communicable and appropriate to the situation.
Now, what is the subjectively and objectively? What is the subjectively and objectively? What is this actually?
Client directly tells, I'm worried about this situation, I have this problem. And objective is we have to find out from his behavior.
Subjective is inside what he feels. The auditory talk, the mental chattering. Subjective. And objectively, see, subjectively it is related to your mind and mental process. Objective is, it is related with your brain process. Objectively, whether he is able to understand his problem. One girl came, she told me that, sir, actually my father is suffering from schizophrenia. And for the past 4 or 5 years, I have been hearing my mother telling that you are also behaving like your father. You are also behaving like your father. Like that she is telling. And now I'm also getting some kind of restlessness that whether I'm also having that schizophrenia. I'm also having that thought. I feel I might have been having. Like this, the thought is coming more. Now, when she tells, it is objective. Objectively, she is able to tell, my father is suffering from schizophrenia. My mother is, for the past 4 years, she used to tell like this. Nowadays, I started feeling like this. And I do not know whether it is true or not. But a thought comes to me, objective. Subjectively, what do you feel? You are also not working. You are also not working like your father. Subjective. And objectively, this part. So any aspect, even when you are attending this program, subjectively something is going, objectively something is going. Both the aspects will be always concurrently going. You will be talking within your own self, your mind will be telling something, and your brain will be telling something. So subjectively, what is the aspect, and objectively what is the aspect, and subjectively. Then thoughts. Content. The client had a preoccupation about fear of closed spaces. Thought. The content. Perception. No perceptual disturbances is seen from the client. Perception means if he starts perceiving that he is 100%, he is not okay, he would have not come to the clinic, to the doctor. So there is a pretty well chance that I can come out of all these things. Yeah. Yes, please.
Cognitive functions. The client is oriented to.
I think Abhi is getting sleep. Actually, see, as psychologists, when suppose if you are in a training program, or you are in the you are in the session, you are in the counseling session, and your client is doing like this, what you should feel actually? What should be your? What is that you should feel?
Person is not interested in talking. Secondly, he may be restless before coming to the place or in the discussion. He is not having complete sleep and he has not taken proper rest or proper food, so that he is weak and he is not fit for the discussion.
This is one way of interpreting. Okay. Scientifically, one more way of interpreting is, okay, actually the therapy session is progressing well. See, when someone will start yawning, suppose somebody is in beta, highly tensed, this will not come. Yawning will not come when you are in beta and heavily stressed. From beta, someone is coming to alpha, the brain wave. Then only it starts happening. When the travel starts, that means Abhi is very calm now. She is very calm. Because when you start concentrating on something, what happens is your brain wave starts reducing. From beta, suppose if you are in 20, it comes to 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. The travel starts. When the travel starts, because that is something which happens without your knowledge, because you are completely engrossed in the thing. So when Abhi does like this, actually the thing is, she is completely engrossed in the talk. The talk, she is completely engrossed. So as a trainer, sometimes we should feel happy. Individual, at least even through our talk, we are able to reduce the brain waves. That is what we will be trying to do. See, in hypnosis, what we are trying to do? In hypnosis, from beta to alpha, we have to bring. From alpha to theta, isn't it? When people are putting relaxation exercise, you are bringing them. Even when people are awake, if you are able to bring them up, then that means you are great, isn't it? Shiva, you are great, or Shiva. Like that I have to tell myself. Okay, yeah. Now, Yeah, can someone read?
Cognitive functions. The client is oriented to time, place, and date. Attention and concentration is aroused and sustained. Memory. Immediate memory is intact. Recent memory intact. Remote memory intact. Abstraction. Similarities adequate. Differences adequate. Proverb adequate. Number 3, general fund of knowledge adequate. Number 4, judgment. Personal intact. Social intact. Sorry, third one I can't see. Test intact.
Okay. Now, I want anyone in the team, okay, to test me, okay, in all these aspects. From the answers which I give, you have to give whether it is intact, adequate, or not adequate. Yeah, anyone can try. You will have to ask some questions, pertinent questions, to identify this memory, abstraction, general fund of knowledge, judgment. How that you can check my immediate memory. Whether it is intact means okay.
By asking some of the questions from this lecture.
Yeah, I want you to ask the question, and I want you to ask the question for all these things. I'm ready to answer. Who is ready to test me? Come on.
What is the name of the person whom you found sleeping?
Abhi.
What is the
Not
name of the
sleeping.
person?
I didn't find her sleeping. I found her active actually.
What is the name of the person who has a very good language skills, English language skills?
Clement.
Fantastic. Remote memory. I don't know what to ask. What is the name of the capital of Tamil Nadu?
Chennai.
Okay. Similarities.
So these all are the things. Actually, why I am asking this question to all of you? You have some set of examples. Okay, if you go to net, what are the questions you can ask? It is available. Okay, but never go with it. If you go with that, then we don't have any uniqueness. No? We should have some uniqueness. If we go by books always, then what happens is there is no difference between X and Y. When there comes a difference between X and Y, when we start using our own uniqueness, isn't it? So all these aspects, we should be able to ask questions in a fraction of a second. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Insight. Yeah, judgment we've completed. Next is insight. Good, true emotional insight. Emotional awareness of the motives and feelings of illness which leads to changes in behavior or lifestyle. Diagnosis. The patient was diagnosed with claustrophobia. The patient exhibits symptoms of hot flashes, panic attacks, tension, sweating, nausea, and fainting.
So
treatment plan.
We should know the technical words. Can anyone say what is hot flashes? What is hot flashes?
Sometimes getting sweaty unnecessarily, too much of heat in the body.
Hot flashes?
No, feeling hot in the ears and the forehead.
Yeah.
The heart pumps rapidly.
Hot flashes. Yeah. Okay. Then, treatment plan.
Treatment plan. The client was asked to visit psychiatrists who prescribed medicines to reduce the symptoms of anxiety. Psychiatrist advised him to start psychotherapy, counseling as soon as possible. Doctor advised him to come again after 2 weeks after taking medicines and meeting the counselor.
So this is a treatment plan. Now, the insight, this is one of the very important aspects. When we are asking questions about insight and all, we should be very, very careful. Suppose someone has come with, suppose somebody is having sugar and BP. So, may I know what are the after effects of sugar and diabetes? I can ask the client. If the client tells these all are the after effects of getting into this, then that means there is good insight is available. Now, one aspect of counseling is creating insight with the people. If we don't create insight, that also will land us in trouble. People will not know why we are doing something, and they may be we may be giving some techniques, we may be giving some therapy. Psycho-education of the client is very, very important. Then only, when you ask a question, they will be able to answer. For example, what happened? One client came to me and they told, sir, actually for the past 6 months, I have been in treatment with this particular psychologist. And even now my problem is there. So I came to, okay, what are the aspects you are doing? After starting the counseling, what are the different aspects the psychologist told which you are practicing? Sir, nothing much, initially he asked me to do relaxation exercise. I was doing relaxation exercise for 3 days. Then nothing much, sir. Then nothing much, only the psychiatrist given the tablets which I am taking. So, relaxation exercise you are doing for 3 days? Yes, sir. May I know what is that made you to stop? Sir, nothing, because just like that it happened. I didn't do it. Okay. So may I know what are the benefits a person will get when doing relaxation exercise? Sir, calmness. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, only calmness. That means he has not been psychoeducated properly. What are when you are giving relaxation exercise, someone is relaxed. So what are the benefits you will be getting?
It will help to reduce anxiety.
Okay, then.
Blood pressure will come down.
Sleep
He will feel
will improve.
concentrated.
Then.
Feeling fresh, sir.
Then.
He will feel coherence in his activities.
Okay. Now all these things, how it will happen when you are giving, when you do relaxation exercise, something happens. Because of that, all the output which you told, it comes because of that. Something happens when a person does relaxation exercise. Because of that, this output is coming. What is it particularly? What is it happen? What is it happens inside the body, which produces all these effects?
You're tapping into the subconscious mind, relaxing the conscious chatter and going to the subconscious.
Anything else?
Mind comes in a positive thoughts.
These are very general things. As psychologists, we should be able to tell the people, okay, now someone has
positive hormones.
One is, it is not positive hormone. When you are put into a relaxation exercise, your parasympathetic nerve system gets triggered. When you are in tension, when you are in stress, whether it may be due to anxiety, depression, claustrophobia, this phobia, that phobia, any phobia, okay. What happens? Your sympathetic nerve system is triggered. Now, when you are sitting in relaxation exercise, your parasympathetic nerve system is triggered. When your parasympathetic nerve system is triggered, all the positive hormones are flowing. So when you are sitting in relaxation exercise, when the more your parasympathetic nerve system is triggered, you will become more calm. And that will start, if you are going on doing it for 10 days, what will happen? See, first day, you felt a 10%, the parasympathetic nerve system, 10% it gets triggered. The second day, how much it will get triggered? We have to ask the client, how much it will get triggered? He will say 20. Third day, maybe 25. Fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, it will go upper level. Na? It will go upper level, isn't it? So, the few scientific aspects we have to tell, particularly to the current generation. The current generation, when you are giving counseling, okay, if you are not giving them facts and figures, they will say, why are you, your mother wants you to come to temple? Yes. Why that you are not going? What is that make you not going to temple? She was very silent. Your father is also going? Yes. My father is a devotee. My father is a devotee, and my mother is also a devotee. Okay. Then how come you are not going? How come you are not going? Only after seeing both of them, I came to the conclusion that there is no God. They are going and praying. Okay. They are going and praying. And what is that they are doing in the home, I only know. Okay. Even for going to temple, they are fighting. How to go? Whether to go in two-wheeler or in bus or in car, they are fighting. After returning from the temple, they are fighting. Whether to make, whether to purchase biryani or dosa. After seeing them only, I came to the conclusion, actually there is no such God as they are telling. If there is such God, they will be correct. Now, this kind of conclusion, even our own people should not do. See, a doctor son becomes a doctor. Okay. A doctor's son becomes a doctor. A lawyer's son or daughter, they become lawyers. Okay. A psychologist's son, a psychologist's daughter, whether they are ready to take the profession of psychology. Actually, he talks so much, but in home, psychologist is not there. So I think I wanted to pursue engineering. Isn't it like that people used to tell them? Yeah. So the treatment plan and the diagnosis, we have to create good insight in the people. Okay. Now for this particular client, the 7-column thought record sheet was given. Okay. Now this was the treatment plan. Yeah, please read. We will finish in five minutes. Yeah. Can
Treatment plan.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Abhi.
Treatment plan. Future treatment plan is to give exposure therapy to client after a couple of sessions. It's a type of behavioral therapy that is designed to help people manage problematic fears. Through the use of various systematic techniques, a person is gradually exposed to the situation that causes them distress. The goal of exposure therapy is to create a safe environment in which a person can reduce anxiety, decrease avoidance of dreaded situations, and improve one's quality of life.
What is the very important word in this particular paragraph?
Safe environment.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Safe space.
Exemplary. Actually, in the whole passage, this is what very, very important. Because people think that, okay, exposure therapy means expose him completely. No, I tell you, this happened when I started my career. Okay. It happened around 25 years before, not now. Okay. What happened? A boy was having a fear of dog. Okay. At that point of time only, I was studying BSc psychology first year. And in first year, the exposure therapy was there. Okay. Happened long ago, so long ago, not now. Okay. What happened? I was having a dog. The dog name is Brownie. Okay. And that boy was having fear of dog. I told my son, bring it. He brought it. Okay. He didn't know, my son didn't know that why I am asking him to come. He also came. Very small, very small. He came inside and I brought the dog outside. See, that boy, he just fell down. He fell down. He became completely unconscious. Completely unconscious. For 5 minutes, my palpitation, my heartbeat, everything went higher. That I thought, okay, this is the end of Shivakumar. This is the end of Shivakumar. Luckily, the boy got up. If the boy didn't get up now, then today no psychology. We should be very, very careful. The moment we read something, we should not try to practice it. We should never practice something without Without actual very good practice. See, I used to even tell one a small aspect. See, a speaker was talking. The beautiful moment, one of the beautiful, one of the wonderful, one of the ecstatic moments which I had in my life was when I was sleeping with someone else's wife. The crowd got, oh my God, what is this guy is telling? He stopped. Then he told, that is none other than my mother. My mother is someone else's wife. Okay. Now one guy was listening to this. He went home. The wife started serving. All the burden, everything was there. All the things were available, and she started serving the chapati, and he started slowly. See, one of the best and beautiful and ecstatic moment in my life is when I spent my time with someone else's wife. He didn't finish the sentence. He was in hospital. He was in hospital. He was not able to finish the next sentence. If we just try to follow something, we will get into trouble. So we should be very, very careful. So this is treatment plan. So treatment plan, how it will be executed, that we have to tell it clearly. Exposure therapy, and how exposure therapy will be given slowly. First, we will be giving the Jacobson progressive muscle relaxation exercise, then wristband exercise, then 1 minute meditation. Then client will be walked through visual aloneness. Straight away, we will not put him in aloneness, visual aloneness. Visually, we will see that we will put him in the aloneness, visual aloneness for a few minutes. Then the time limit in the visual aloneness will be increased. The visual aloneness for 1 second, come out. Then 1 minute. If everything is normal, 1 minute. Then 2 minutes, 3 minutes, then 5 minutes. Then we will be exposing him in the real aspect for a shorter duration, very short duration. Then slowly increasing. Then these all are the aspect, and finally summary. This is how the total case history should be there. So what is claustrophobia? So socio-demographic data. Then chief complaints, important states. Then history of present illness. Then all these aspects. Then treatment history, biological functioning, negative history, family history, birth and development history, behavior during childhood, academic history, sexual history, pre-morbid personality, general appearance and behavior. This will come under mental state examination. The complete mental state examination related to thought, perception, speech, etc. Then is cognitive aspects, that is memory, abstraction, general fund of knowledge, judgment. Then insight and diagnosis and treatment plan. Treatment plan given very clearly, giving what is to be done step by step. Then the summary. This is how your case history should be done. So one case history completely we have discussed. Then we will see a small case history, and then we will take today's subdivision. So at what time we will be meeting?
Ma'am, 9
to 10, sir.
9 to 10. We will be meeting at 9 to 10. Okay. So I think mostly the people have joined in that particular group. Okay. We have created only for this program. We have created a group. Can anyone put the link? Whether anybody is having a link, Shilpi is having, I think. Shilpi, can you put the link? If somebody is not a member in this group, just join. I will share all the things in this group so that you need not go anywhere. And the third link also I will share it. Can anybody share the? Can anybody share? Yeah, the link has been shared. If you are not member, join. Yeah. Yeah, Ramya has come. Very nice.
Sir, I was there from the beginning, sir, but I
Achha,
couldn't
very
be
nice.
part of it on the camera.
Achha. Okay. So Ramya only created the group. So join in this group if you are not there. If you are not there in this WhatsApp group, it is shared in the Zoom link. Okay. Now you people join there. You can exit. Join at 9 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can
Shiva
just
sir,
yeah.
Shiva sir, can you give 1 minute, sir?
Deepak,
Yes, sir.
so
Sir,
what?
I would like to be a part of your group study
Yeah,
for
yeah,
one case.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. Any time you can put me up to the question and I will be there as a case.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sir.
Okay, team. Please join us. We can exit. Sorry, exit. If you have joined, if you have not joined,
So what will be your 9 session?
Well, you can stop recording, sir.
today night finishing. We'll be finishing the case. If you are not member in this WhatsApp group, kindly join. We will share the details here. You can join and you can exit. Hi Rahul, how are you Rahul? Rahul, कैसे हो? Rahul?